Dukes will king it away to start us off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Camarda. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Willihan. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
He'll try the left side. Fights off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Complete to the right. And an explosive... Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McLeod.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain, short yardage situation. Just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Woollyhead. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Woollyhead. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Second down coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll operate out of split backs. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Morris. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Morris.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back has it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the time. At least for now. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Morris. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it behind the line. It's Morris. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. On the move. Got the first down. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And the Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. And how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Scamarda. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Terrapins will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really defense, or listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the ride. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. He'll set up to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes... Touchdown, Terrapins!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, out of space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it, finding open areas. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They want that clock to run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And offensively, man, I think you want to, at this point in the game, with the clock running down in the fourth quarter with the lead, I want to add points to this. But I do want to chew as much clock as possible. Priority number 1, though, getting that 6.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Morris. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up for the fatigue. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You can tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Slip. Slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Offense changing the play. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here we go. On third down, he drops to throw. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.